who gives this woman to be married to this man. You may be seated. Friends, family, loved ones, we are here today to celebrate and bear witness to the union of Steve and Caitlin. This is not just a day of celebration, but a day of commitment. Not just a day of love, but a day of remembrance. Committed to each other, committed to God and love, and to knit your hearts together. Given in love, cemented in commitment, born out each and every day. That is what love really is. Do you, Steve, and you, Caitlin, in the presence of these witnesses, today, freely choose to bind yourselves together in this loving thing we call marriage? If so, say, I do. I do. Wonderful. We can proceed. Careful. First Corinthians chapter 13. Though I speak with tongues of men and angels, but have not love, I have become a sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy, and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I can remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. It does not parade itself. It is not puffed up. It does not behave rudely. It does not seek its own. It is not provoked. Thinks no evil. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. Bears all things. Believes all things. Hopes all things. Endures all things. Love never fails. But where there is prophecy, they will fail. And where there are tongues, they will cease. Where there is knowledge, it will vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part, but when that which is perfect has come, then that which is in part will be done away. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. I know in part, but then I shall know just as I am known. And now abide faith, hope, and love. These three. But the greatest of these is love. Everybody breathe. Everybody breathe, including me. If I pass out, we're all out of luck. I have some words of wisdom for the two of you, and for others here. First, I want to say, I'm so thankful that I get to do this for you. Love you both, and I'm glad for today. Here you are. The day has come, and I hope that today is everything you thought it would be. But even if it's not, no matter how many hoops you've had to jump through to get here, you're here. It's happening. It's not a dream. We have a few things I need to impart to you before you both say I do and place the ring. Marriage is established not by man, but by God. In Genesis, God created man and said that it is not good that man should be alone. It's the only place in Genesis where God says something is not complete. He says there's a part of Adam that is missing. So God made woman, Isha, to go with Adam, Ish, man and woman. Genesis chapter 2, verse 24 says, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall be one flesh." This statement gives a lot of information. We may not like all that it says, but it's true nonetheless. First, it says, a man shall leave his father and mother. This means a few things to a few different people. First, Steve, you get to be my punching bag for a second. Hope you're ready. It says a man shall leave. This means that you are to act like a man, to be responsible, active in your duties, not just work. But here today you add to your job. God holds you responsible for the family you are starting. God holds you accountable to meet the needs of that new family, not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually as well. That you would be just like him. That you would love without thought of cost to yourself. To care without thought of pain. That does not mean don't take care of yourself. But it does mean that you are more than just one now. Now, parents, hi. Welcome. Glad you're here. I have something to say to you. This passage applies to parents in this way. If you have not done it yet, you must cut the apron strings. It's okay. They are in God's hands, and God will hold them. They become today a new family. Yes, they will always be your children, and they will always be your children. But your role as parents and guardians is ended. Today you become mentor and supporter. It's hard. It hurts, but it's the right thing. Now, to you, Kate, this says something to you as well. The rest of this passage says, he shall cling to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. Having left the support that you both have, he will need you, my dear, to become the support of his life. That is not you do all the work kind of support, though there are sometimes that may be necessary. But in hard times, and there will be hard times, that you are at his side. He must know that in you he has support always. He needs to know that you are in his corner even when you disagree. That is the hard part. See, there are many things that you both need. But in marriage, men need one thing and women need one thing. Steve, your wife is going to need to know that she is loved by you all of the time. Every woman needs to feel that they are loved. She needs other things as well, but she needs to know that no matter the situation or the problem, she is loved and cared for by you. Okay. Every man needs to feel respected. That's no matter the problems or hardships in life, he has your respect and support. Yes, he needs other things from you as well, but respect is key to the door of life. It is the way God created us and the way in which we are united in support for each other. I'm a former maintenance guy, as I've told you that before, and I think about it like this, and I'm sorry to equate marriage to lifting manual labor, but cement work. Too much water, and the concrete won't set right. Too much dry, and you can't work it. support for each other, love, and respect. These are needed to start the process of bringing your lives truly together. But there's a third party here. That is God. He's not the least. In fact, he's not the last. He is. I tell you that marriage cannot function properly. Well, it can function, but it only functions best when Jesus is in the middle of it. I have one last thing to say to both of you. And I've written it out, but I'm not going to read it. I told you I would do this wedding. And when I said that, you had more than just what you possibly bargained for. I care about you both. I am here for you in hard times. In fact, if you kind of look out there, there's a bunch of people that really like you. Some of them may even love you, and they are here for you as well. When you need help, I am here. When you need insight into life, my wife is in the back. She's better at it than I am. That's why we make a great team. So I say to you both, love and respect. Cherish each other. And it will go well with you. Vows and vows. All right. Steve, take this ring. Very carefully. It's very small. It's very small even in my finger. Place it on her. There you go. Place it on the ring finger of her left hand. And repeat after me. I, Stephen, do in the company of these witnesses, take you, Caitlin, to be my wife, to love and cherish, to hold and comfort, in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, in want and in plenty, to give myself only to you from now until God takes me home. Take this much larger and repeat after me. I, Caitlin, do in the company of these witnesses, take you, Stephen, to be my husband, to love and cherish, to hold and comfort, in sickness and in health, in joy and sorrow, in want and in plenty, and to give myself only to you from now until God takes me home. having stated your commitment to each other in front of these witnesses and God, I pronounce you on this day husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. To introduce to you today Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Butone. The couple has decided to not have a receiving line. They will meet you at the establishment.